that's where you put the tapes in. I think probably because they probably had him just like a regular bear, and then they're like, oh, some of the kids screamed when we, had to like rip open his skin to put a new tape in. And God, just put a vest on him.
Kids today would be like, what the hell is this? They have the video. You don't know what the thing is that I was told? And this was a few years ago. This is what I'm hearing from the ground.
From the other moms.
From the other moms down at the playground, that they sell video games now.
Uh-huh.
And you probably know all about this. And then you need to buy like an action figure of a character to sit on top of the video game system in order to play that character. So like they can endlessly kind of make you pay for a game by just introducing these new characters, and then you just have to keep buying toys for your kids that like serve no functional purpose. Because like, why would a kid be like, now let's go take these action figures from the video game
and make them kiss
and make them go on their own kissing adventures? When it's just like, no, there's this whole friggin' game where it's like smart adults have come up with situations and scenarios to put these guys in.
Yeah, but it also makes sense. It's easier to sell that little toy for $10 than it is to sell downloadable content for $10.
I know, but like kids, they
I've got a bunch of those for my Nintendo. I got the Amiibo. That's what that is. The little Mario and the little
track of all your goddamn toys, Tom. If you think like, oh no, that's the specific toy I have, and I'd be like, oh, that one.
Well, Tim, I've been trying to give you these handouts that explain all my toys, but you've been refusing them. So whose fault is it in the end?
Tom?
Mm-hmm.
Power Wheels.
Oh,
that
was
my
up
white
there.
whale.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It never happened.
No, never happened for me either.
How much could those have cost? $100?
Nowadays they're like $300 to $500.
These were cars that you could sit in, a child could sit in, and you drive around your friggin' yard.
Yeah, they were electric powered.
Yeah, and it was amazing, and only the shittiest kids had them.
They never worked that well, though.
They worked well enough when I was at I won't say the name of the family, but it was the most thrilling 8 minutes of my life up until that point.
See, I always remember it being a thing where it's like I'm sure.
Am I boring you, Tom?
Yeah, I'm sure the battery technology has come a long way. But when we were kids, I always remember being like, this Power Wheel is going to last for like 4 minutes, and then it's going to have to charge overnight.
Yeah. Oh, well. But 4 minutes of friggin' bliss.
But that was the thing. The kid that I knew that had one, I never really got to ride it because of that.
Yeah.
Because it was like, well, this thing takes all day to charge.
I hate it when the kids with the cool toys were like, man, that's not that good. I'd be like, shut up. 2 minutes of this toy is better than is better than days with my goddamn puppet theater, which I love, by the way.
Well, no, and not to just shit on crappy kids, but those kids, it was always the kids.
Those crappy kids will become crappy adults, Tom.
In a lot of cases, they have that I'm thinking of. Kids that would have like
even current crappy kids that you knew. I guess you don't know too many kids. I realize I don't know any teenagers. I don't know one teenager.
Yeah, Tim, I would assume that's deliberate.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's not. It'd be weird if you knew a lot of teenagers.
Yeah. I just don't have like any of my family currently.
Right. Yeah.
It's weird.
They've all aged out.
No,
the kids with the like really awesome toys that they were like, you would go to their house. I'm yawning so much,
because you're
Tim.
drunk.
You go to their house like 6 months after they would get one of these toys. And 5 months after, they had long been like, meh. And he'd be like, hey, can I try that thing out now? Now that, it's been gathering mothballs here? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. You know what, though? I'm going to try it real quick first. And then they'd wear out the battery.
Yeah. Screw you, Jason.
Yeah. Oh, those kids.
Tom, do you have my top toy pick for tots to tweens to teens is the Nerf Classic bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
What's your top toy pick? This we got a lot of parents listening here. They want to know what to get their kid for Christmas. Give them your top.
Well, I would say you can't go wrong with Legos.
Really? You don't even like Legos that much?
I like Lego. My favorite thing, I mean, you can't go wrong with video games.
Yeah, all right.
Great toy.
I thought maybe you'd be a little creative about it.
Lego is creative, and so is video games. My favorite kid says, you know what they have nowadays? Actually, I saw in like a Toys R Us flyer. And I was like, gee, god damn it. Why weren't these around when we were kids? They sell it like Toys R Us, just like giant cardboard boxes for $10.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, a cardboard house or whatever. But, it's still cardboard color, that cardboard brown. And it's just got some black lines where like a window would be and stuff. To get the parents feeling like they're not just buying their kid a cardboard box.
Just go get this down at the thing. It's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
But guess what? Kids love nothing more. It's cliche. But I would love nothing more. I'm thinking about getting a new refrigerator just so I can get a new cardboard box.
There was a refrigerator box, I remember, at the Newman's house next door. That was the best weekend of my friggin' life.
Yeah.
We'd go into that box, and then an adult would just lift it up.
Turn it up, yeah. So
turn
then
it up.
you were stuck.
So you're stuck in it, and we were probably 3 or 4, so we were just banging it, bouncing off the walls, trying to knock it over, and finally we did knock it over, and you come tumbling out.
Yeah.
The best fun I've ever had in my whole friggin' life.
Best time of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember somebody having a cardboard box, and we'd all go in it, and then, my family's house is on a hill, so then we just roll down the hill in the box.
Into the street.
Yeah, you can imagine a more fun time.
Yeah. Boxes.
Yeah.
This episode's brought to you by boxes.
I wish.
Yeah. Let's get big box on the line.
Tim, you know what? Very narrow margins on boxes, on cardboard boxes.
Imagine. All right, Tom. I think that does it for our toy gift guide for 2016. I think we covered all the bases.
Yeah, now I'm not going to be able to sleep just thinking about all these toys.
Yeah, all these boxes. Visions of boxes dancing through your head.
If you like the show, you can go to tcgt.com to find out more. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Complete Guide. You can follow us on Twitter @Complete Guide. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram @Tom Reynolds.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram @YourPalTim.
And if you want to support the show, you can do it the fun way, tcgt.com/pledge, where you can become a Patreon subscriber and get a bunch of fun stuff like weekly episodes, mini episodes of the news starring Tim and Tom. Also,
old episodes of Amazing Facts are on that feed,
100 episodes of Amazing Facts.
People are watching us record this right now on the internet. I'm pointing at them at a camera.
Yeah.
They're watching. You're petting a dog. It's a thrilling thing. They're all wonderful Patreon supporters.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
You can also support us the easy way, tcgt.com/Amazon, where you can do your normal Amazon shopping. But we get a little bit of a kickback.
Brings you to the same Amazon you know and love.
Yeah.
Gives us a little money and no cost to you.
Yeah.
We sure would appreciate it. Reddit.com/r/TCGTE. That is run by the lovely Cat, who runs our quotes account as well.
Fun discussions happening on there.
A lot of discussion, a lot of back and forth, a lot of
give and take. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that those are all the things.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
That it's really been burning a hole. It's not about you. But I didn't think it was appropriate to bring up earlier in the show.
Right. Now that everybody's tuned out.
We have a friend, a mutual friend, who has some children. Mm-hmm. And one of his children looks just like the elf on the shelf. Like a dead ringer.
I don't think I know who this is. At least not off the top of my head.
Now, here's the thing. If you were a parent...
Yeah.
And your good friend came to you and was like, hey, your kid looks like the elf on the shelf. Is that too offensive for me to say to somebody?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, if you went to him there and you were like, hey, can I borrow your kid for, a night and tell my kids the elf on the shelf came to life?
No, the elf on the shelf isn't a boy. He's a man.
He's an elf.
Yeah, that's true.
The elf is this kid the same proportions as the elf on the shelf?
Yeah, the elf on the shelf is normal human proportions. Just
No,
small. He's not. Yeah,
but he's like a man, but small with a big head. This kid's not small with a big head, is he?
No, the elf on the shelf is like a regular. Like it's not like a cartoon character proportions.
He's got a little bit bigger head, and he's not life size.
No, but the kid. Imagine the child was the size of the elf on the shelf. He'd be a dead ringer for the elf on the shelf.
He's that skinny?